Good morning. Cycle Steve here with a review for you. That's right, I'm going to review a product, and I'll start doing a few more of these here in the future, but today I am going to review my new ride. That's right, I have recently become the owner of a brand new Diverge 4. This is the comp model. It's the one that comes with the SRAM Apex AXS 1000 transmission. That is an electronic group set. Comes with the 40-tooth crank with the 1052 cassette and the SRAM AXS Eagle derailleur to help support that cassette. This particular bike, the reason I got it is I had a 2022 carbon comp with the mechanical, and I had some issues with one of the shifters, and after spending quite a bit of time and money trying to get that fixed, my wife, God bless her heart, she's such a wonderful person, said, why don't you just buy a new bike? So I did, and here it is. So we're going to ride this today. We're going to take it out on some gravel. We're going to test it on some climbs and on some descents. Let me tell you a little bit about this particular lineup of bike. The new Diverge 4 actually comes in several variations, but with the electronic group set, this is the low end. It comes in, they advertise on the website as being $4,199 for this particular model. If you want to go up, you can get the Diverge Expert that comes with either the Shimano GRX Di2 or the SRAM Rival Explorer, and that comes in for the SRAM Rival, it's just under $6,000, and for the GRX Di2 it comes in at $6,500. If you want to go real crazy, you can get the Pro with the Force Explorer, and that comes in at $10,000 and 499 bucks. So I'm going to review this one for you. This is the one I wanted to spend money on because Cycle Steve ain't rich, and nobody gives him his crap to review for free. Some particulars about this bike. It comes with the FACT 9R carbon, which all the carbon Diverges are being made from now. It has the SWAT door, and with the 2026 models, they say there's actually more room in that down tube than there has been in previous models. It has the future shock suspension. It's a 3.2, which is not adjustable on the fly. To adjust it, you have to take it apart and change the spring in it. I have it currently set with the middle spring. It has the 12 by 142 through axle flex mounted discs on the front and back. It has the universal derailleur hanger dropout. The brakes are SRAM Apex hydraulic. The shift levers are SRAM Apex AXS. And it normally comes with the Tracer 700 by 45 tires. I'm a big fan of the Pathfinder Pros, so I took these off of my old bike. These are 47s, and had it put on this bike. The wheel set is an alloy wheel set, not carbon. It's a DT Swiss G540 with 24mm internal width. It's tubeless, comes tubeless ready with the DT Swiss Champion spokes, but the hubs are a specialized hub. They don't talk a whole lot about the hubs. I can't really tell you how great or bad they are. I may eventually switch this out for some different hubs of my choosing. The handlebar that I have on there is actually a Surly handlebar. It comes with their own handlebar. It is an Adventure Gear Hoover handlebar with a 103mm drop and a 70mm rich and a 12-degree flare. Very similar, but this Surly just has a little bit more flare and a little bit more drop, so I chose to change it out. I'm pretty excited about the seat tube. It's supposed to have a certain amount of flex to it, almost like a rear suspension. Gonna check that out. And other than that, I don't know what else I can tell you about this ride, except it does have some protection on the down tube and the chainstay. It comes with the SRAM flat top chain, as you can see. and we're going to take it out for some test riding and see how we like it. So it took a while to get on the gravel, about 3 miles. It was nice on the pavement. Felt a little roady, if that makes sense. But once I got on the gravel, this bike just wants to go. It is definitely designed very well for gravel riding. Just now started, so got a lot of miles to check it out. So let's see how it does over a little bit of time. I will tell you, it only took me a couple of minutes to get used to the electronic shifting. The right to go down on your cassette, and the left to go up. It's very intuitive, very easy, very smooth. I will tell you that it's best if you're applying a little pressure when you shift, or you get just a hair of chain slap or chain delay. But if you're applying pressure on the pedals, there's none whatsoever. And I can't imagine the rival on the Red being any smoother, which is what some people say, because the apex is super smooth. Okay, just went through some deep sand. One thing I didn't mention about the newer Diverge, it has a slightly longer wheelbase than some of the older Diverges. Well, actually all of them. So it makes for a much more stable ride, particularly in terrain like sand. I've heard some complaints that might cut down a little bit on maneuverability. I also heard that there's an issue with some people with getting pedal strike, particularly on tight turns. I think they were on single track when they're actually testing that. And while I've been on some gravel events that did take you through some single track, I have a perfectly good mountain bike with a 165 length crank rotor, so I really don't plan on taking this on any serious single track anytime soon. So I just got done climbing a couple of 4% and 5% hills. Nothing real steep, you know, but just checking the shifting under some load. It was super smooth, super smooth. Of course, you learn with mechanical shifting, when you're shifting under load, to let it just a hair, so you don't put too much pressure on the driller as it moves. I think I did that with the electronic shifting, but it was so smooth I couldn't tell. It was just, it's like it was nothing. I'm also seeing where I have to get used to when I hit the paddle. I really just have to hit it with my finger. I'm so used to putting 2 or 3 fingers on there, especially before to you know, upshift, because you had to move it all the way over with the SRAM shifter. Here you just touch it, boom, and it responds, and it is so fast. I'm very impressed so far. Okay, just got done doing a little over 17 miles, about 14 on the gravel. Initial thoughts about the bike. I'm impressed, super impressed. One thing that's going to take a little getting used to, I think, is if you look down at that chainstay, boy, it looks thin. That is solid carbon, and it's supposed to be just as strong, if not stronger, than whatever chainstay they had before. The bike responds very well. I'm very impressed. Did a couple of descents. I hit about 30 miles per hour on each of them. The longer wheelbase, I think, help with those descents, making them very stable, very easy. Like I could see doing over 40, close to 50 miles per hour on this bike on a decent descent. We're going to take this bad boy up a Strava segment here. This is what we call the Gordon Loop in this area. And there's a Strava section with a hill, I think, that tops out at about 12%. And we're going to hook it up to the handlebar mount and see how it does in that highest gear. We're coming up on the Strava segment that I was telling you about, this little climb out of Gordon. It's up ahead here, just a little ways. And the climb on Garmin has begun. Doesn't get steep for a little bit though. See those trees up ahead? They hide a ridge. And it's the ridge we gotta climb up. You'll see it here in a moment or two. big Pyrenees that hangs out around here. Let's see if he's around today. Already downshifting. Well, didn't set any records, and I didn't get up in the 52. Got up on one next to it. I was spinning a little too much, so I shifted back down. But good climb. Well, we're just about done with the gravel. I'm at mile 30 right now. Probably about 25 of that's been gravel. All said and done, we'll have about 37, 38 in today. Final thoughts on the bike here in just a little bit. Okay, so here's my final thoughts on the Diverge 4. I want to start off by saying that I bought this bike from the Bicycle Peddler in Wichita, Kansas. Proprietor is Tyler Banyan. I hope I pronounced your last name right. I've been saying it that way all along. Please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. The bike was assembled by Sean and Aaron's maintenance department, and they put it to my specifications. Jason, their bike fitter, who is a bike fitter master. Can't praise those guys enough. One thing about the Diverge 4, Tyler himself bought the, I believe the Explorer, the rival Explorer for himself. Dude is a beast gravel rider. Done the Tour Divide, the XL, the Unbound XL multiple times. He knows it's a good bike, and it's kind of hard to argue with that. I'll tell you that responsiveness was great. The ride was great. The shifting was phenomenal. If you're currently doing mechanical shifting and you're thinking about going to electronic shifting, I have electronic on my road bike. This SRAM, in all honesty, shifts so much better than my Di2 on my road bike does. Maybe because it's a one-by, but it is a 12-speed, and I'm telling you, it was just flawless. I can't praise the shifting enough. I think it's going to be a great bike. I'm looking forward to riding this bike for many, many years until eventually I have to get an e-bike. I've heard some people review this bike online and talk about its raceability. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, this is a review for guys and girls like me who don't necessarily, try and get on the podium, and they just want a ride that's super compliant and super comfortable and super responsive. I think it's this bike. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to leave some comments below, please do. And honestly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It would really do a lot for me and my channel. So thank you for watching.
We thank you for watching by singing you this song. We'll try and make some more for you and not to take real long. So check back every now and then to see if something's new. And leave a comment if you want, 'cause we'd like to hear from you.